catch my case 2014, 2015, it's somewhere around there. I was at some people's house who I used to be dealing with. I don't deal with them no more. I was at their spot. I had somebody else pull up. I served them. That person ended up being a CI, but at the time I didn't know that. A CI is a confidential informant. I didn't know that at the time. So I served him. Right when he leave, I leave. I'm gone for like an hour or two max. You know what I'm saying? Nothing major. So I pull back down the street, and there's a whole bunch of squad cars in front of the spot. None of the police is in their squad cars or outside or nothing though. They're like, they gotta be like all inside or whatever. So I keep it pushing, keep going down the street. I call. I'm like, yo, what's up? It's looking, you know, it's looking crazy outside. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I could just imagine, like, it's probably like all the police inside, all the police probably inside around her, huddled up. She got me on loudspeaker or something probably. So I asked her or whatever, and then she like, the fucking cops just raided my house and they found your shit. So I'm like, what? Like, what you talking about? What shit you talking about? She repeated it. They raided my house, they found your shit, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know what you talking about. You tripping. Banged on her, you know what I'm saying? Got rid of the phone ASAP right there. And then from there, I was a fugitive on the run for felony drug charges. So at this point, I hired a lawyer and I figured out exactly what all they were charging me with through the lawyer. And then I'm out for a little bit. I don't remember exactly how long I was out, but I was out for a couple months, whatever, I don't know. They have like a felony apprehension team that comes out and, you know, they go to your last known addresses and whatever, and they'll come try to find you, you feel me? And they'll even sit on places that you hang out or frequent or whatever, you feel me? So eventually they just followed some people that I be around. That's how ultimately it led them to me, you know? So I ended up getting swooped up in a hotel parking lot. Oakland County was following me at first. They followed me all the way. They followed me, but I ended up going like out of their jurisdiction. So they ended up calling in and having like this, whatever city I was in or whatever jurisdiction I was in, they had officers start telling me, you feel me, like work with them and just start telling me. So Oakland County fell back, and then they just went ahead and told me and finished it off. And then when I pulled up somewhere and I stopped, that's when they pulled up, blocked the car in, and I went to Oakland County Jail for that. I get to Oakland County Jail, I bond out. I had to go through the motions, you know, you in there, you gotta see the judge or whatever. You gotta get a arraigned, you get a bond. I got there in the PM, so, you know, obviously I had to stay the night and I wasn't gonna get arraigned until the next morning. So I spent the night there. I spent the night in jail. I got arraigned, I got a bond. I bonded out from there, from the streets. I was fighting my case. I'm out fighting my case for however long, you know, those couple months or whatever. So then I hired William Hatchett as my lawyer. I just feel like he didn't really do nothing for me. He didn't work for me. I feel like he just wanted more and more money and just wasn't working for me. I'm going through the motions. You know, I'm not fully knowing everything that's going on when it comes to court and the law and stuff like that, you know, so I'm paying him and kind of just trusting in him and putting it in his hands that, you know, he can help me out and you know, really work for me and come through for me in the situation. But I just felt like he wasn't helping me at all. Like, he just wanted more and more money and just wasn't really working for me, you know. It's in 50th District Court first. It's in District Court first. First is 50th District, and then it can get bonded over. If the judge say so, it'll get bonded over to Circuit Court. Circuit Court, you don't want to go to Circuit Court. You know, I'm trying to, you know, like what's up? I'm not trying to take it to no circuit. I'm not trying to get to Circuit Court. That's the devil front yard. It might be, you know, it's looking ugly. You don't want that. You don't want it to get bonded over to Circuit. So we in District with it. I'm in the lobby. Me and my lawyer, we waiting to go up in front of the judge, you know, for our case to be called. The lady who crib got raided, her husband and one of their friends show up to court. So immediately when I see her, I'm like, damn, like, what you on? Like, you know what I'm saying? What type of time you on? They keeping their distance. They not even really, you know, they kind of like, corner they are, like, you know what I'm saying? But they keeping their distance and they ain't really trying to make eye contact too much. He come up, boom, they stay to the side, you know, they play the background or whatever. They don't even come up, they send him. It was real smooth how he came up too, like, yo, what's up, man? Why don't you shit some bullshit? Why don't you go ahead, shoot her a couple dollars or something? She could get a room or something. She ain't gotta be showing up saying nothing. I'm like, what? You want me to pay you for to not say nothing? You want me to pay you for you to do what you supposed to do anyway? You supposed to not say nothing and not tell or nothing, you feel me? I was just mind blown that he even would come in and run that by me, and that was something that they was trying to pull on me. A lot of shit going on, man, and that shit was just getting tricky, and that shit blew my mind. They definitely tried one on me, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I ain't going for none of that. I declined that shit. And that was that. They tried to extort me, I guess. So the lady house who got raided, she come to court. We still in District Court. She shows up to court, I'm assuming to testify on me, because they kept us separated the whole time until we was called up to go in front of the judge, and then when we was called up, they made me sit to the sideline or whatever, and like she went in first and seen the judge. Like we didn't see the judge together. That was weird to me. I don't know if that's like if they can even do that. I don't know, but I always thought that was just weird how they played that. Yeah, they didn't let us go into court at the same time. Like she went in by herself, and I don't know what she said or what was said in there. Then once she was done and left out, they ushered her in and out with like 6 detectives, like they was her bodyguards or something. Then after she left out, then I went in to see the judge. That might have been when they bonded it over to the circuit. That might be the day they bonded it over the circuit. She went in first and said whatever she said, left out or whatever, and then walking past with this little stupid face to me. So we go through the motions, you know, the different steps in the process or whatever. Eventually it gets bonded over the circuit, which I didn't want. You don't want it to go to circuit. That's the devil's front yard. Circuit court is the devil's front yard. A lot of guys do not come back out them doors if they get sentenced to that time. And you know, I know like if you out here doing stuff or whatever, it come with it. You can't trip and complain if you get caught up or whatever. Like you just gotta roll with it. I get it, but I'm just saying. So sentencing finally comes. Sentencing finally comes. It's not looking too good. It's not looking good at all. You know how you go to sentencing and you go there pretty much prepared. Like, yo, it's a chance that I'm finna have to go sit it down. You know, you be prepared, but then when it actually come down like that day, you like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. That's what it was. They gave me too much time to think about it. They was about to call me up, but they was missing like some dockets or something in their files, something of mine they were missing. So they had to like sit me down and just call a couple other cases. So they went in printing it out or whatever they had to go get. I don't know, but they called a couple cases before me, and I sat back down, and so I'm waiting and stuff. So that gave me the time to just sit and think about it, you know what I'm saying, and really marinate on it. And I'm like, bro, like I'm having motion out here. Like I got shit going on. Like forget this, I'm out. So I'm there with my homeboy and shit. I'm there with Meech. Shout out King Meech. So I'm like, bro, I'm out. Like fuck this, follow up, I'm out. So he like, all right, you know what I'm saying, whatever. He follow up. So I slide up out of there. I tell my lawyer sitting down, like where all the lawyers sitting at. And I go walk up, you know, I'm walking past and stuff, but like right, you know, I pull up right next to him type shit. I'm like, I'll be back. Bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back. He like, alright, you know what I'm saying? He ain't tripping. He, you know, he alright, whatever, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? He ain't tripping. So I slide out. Gone. So I go hit the elevators down the hall, all the way down. That hall seems so long. So I hit the elevators, boom. Hitting button, trying to get the fuck down, you know what I'm saying? Hurry up. I'm hitting the button and shit. Gotta wait for it to come up, open the doors, all that. Finally come up, I hop in there. It's stopping, picking people up on different floors and stuff before I could get all the way to the ground level. So then at one point, this sketchy white dude come in the elevator. He come in the elevator and he take it somewhere to a different floor and he get off before I get off. But in that little brief time he was on, like he just sketchy. He knew me by name, by my government, you know what I'm saying? It was real sketchy, and then he just such and such, you know what I'm saying? And he had to be like an undercover or something, I don't know. But it was real sketchy, and he was just with this little evil smirk, and he just like, it was real, you know, I just kept it, I didn't want to chop it up or nothing. So because I didn't even know if I was like, he knew like what was up, that I just dipped or whatever. But nobody for real was thinking nothing. I'm thinking I got the max wanted level on GTA in that bitch. So boom, yeah, I slide up out of there. He gets out on the floor, boom, keeps going, boom, lets me out on the ground level, boom, shoot to the whip, boom. I wait for my homeboy to come in, boom, we out. Go back to the neighborhood or whatever. I'm out or whatever. I'm on the run. I'm a wanted fugitive now. So I flee the courtroom, I flee the circuit court building, flee the scene, back to the neighborhood. Now I'm a fugitive once again. My court date was on a Monday or a Tuesday. That Thursday, I was on a flight to Puerto Rico. The whole time I'm on the flight, nervous, annoyed, paranoid. I'm thinking in my head like maybe like they're not gonna see the, you know, the warrant, or maybe like the warrant hasn't gone through yet. Maybe it has to go through and process, and it takes some time. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking all these different scenarios, and I'm thinking the pros and the cons of it. I'm nervous, you know, I'm paranoid. I'm thinking everybody, just the police, anybody that's looking at me weird, like I'm tripping. I'm on the flight, boom. I make it to PR, good, but I'm still paranoid. The whole time I was there, I was paranoid. The whole time I was on the run, in general, period, I was paranoid. I was unhappy, you feel me? I didn't want to go nowhere, do nothing. I just felt like, you know, like I didn't want to be around a whole bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I just felt like somebody was probably the police, and eventually they'll try to come for me and track me down no matter where I was at. Like, this is how I'm thinking, you know. I'm in PR for a minute. It's cool. I love it. It's beautiful. It's so Like, you can have so much fun there, and I usually do anytime I go there. But being on the run with the felony drug charges, it just changed things for me, and I was real unhappy and depressed, and I didn't really want to get out and do nothing for real. You know, I just stayed cooped up a lot. The only good thing is that about that situation, just being cooped up and stuff, is that I was able to record a lot of music. I had the studio with me and I recorded a lot of music. So, I mean, that was a pro of it. But, yeah, for the most part, I was real unhappy, depressed. I hated it. It was a bad situation. And a lot of times, I did want to just get it over with, do the time, and just put it behind me, you know, because just being on the run part is just, you know, it's whack. That shit costs money. I didn't like living like that. I'm out there for a while, having, you know, doing my thing, whatever. I'm out there for maybe like a good year. Then I end up shooting Ohio. So I fly into Ohio. It's late night. It's probably like 9 o'clock p.m. I touch down in Ohio, Bop City, Newton zone. I'm in Ohio, I don't even know how long, a couple months. And then the bounty hunters end up catching up with me. I was leaving out of the subway one day, and there's this beat up old ass Sunfire 4-door. It's like navy blue with dark tinted windows. Beat up hoopty shit, you feel me? Like, you're not even gonna think no type of law enforcement is in this shit. They pull up, a white boy get out, little white boy, I ain't thinking nothing of it. But he like, the way he walking like at a curve, like, so like he walking straight, but like it's curving and it's coming towards me, you feel what I'm saying? So like I'm peeping it and I'm like, why he keep getting closer, you know what I'm saying? Like, why he walking towards me? Like, where I know this dude from, you feel me? Like what he on? So he come, boom, and then he kind of walk like he about to go next to me, but then he just do a quick little, so boom, he do the little move on me, boom, now I'm hemmed up. I was holding like the food, the Subway sandwich in the pop. So he put me in that. Boom, I dropped the pop. It dropped all in his shoe and shit, all in his sock. You know what I'm saying? All this shit wet. Sandwich drop on the ground or whatever. Boom. He putting the cuffs on me and shit. And like right when I'm even, the thought of even resisting can't even fully come yet, because another dude look like Ice-T. Swear, look like Ice-T. A little older than the white boy. So then while dude got me all hemmed up, dude like hovering over the top of the hood of the car with his gun out, like, don't fucking move, blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying, you under arrest, blah blah blah, whatever. So boom, I'm arrested, gigs up. I ain't gonna lie, like that shit felt like a big just breath of fresh air, like a relief, because I was just ready, you know what I'm saying. I hated being on the run, like I just was so depressed, and like I was still moving around doing my shit, whatever, but I was just, you know, it just wasn't fun for me at all. I didn't enjoy it, and so it was kind of like a relief, you know, to just finally, it's over, you know, like let's do it. Let's get it over with. They don't even let me keep the sandwich or nothing, to eat it or nothing, you feel me? So boom, they take me straight to Michigan, right from there, right back to Michigan. And it's like a 4-hour drive from where I was at in Ohio back to Michigan. So we get there, the drive is long. We gotta be stopping at rest stops and stuff to use the bathroom breaks or whatever. They got me shackled the whole time. People, families and stuff, little white families and stuff. I'm over here looking like a monster, you feel me? They clutching their kids like, what the fuck? So we make it back to Michigan, back to Pontiac, like 9-10 p.m.-ish, I don't know, something like that. So I'm booked in, and then I don't know if y'all ever been booked in. So boom, OCJ, you get booked in, boom, you walk in, they take off all your belongings, your shoes, your shoestrings and stuff come off. Then they, you know, you get your shoes back, your shoestrings come out, your belt, anything in your pockets, your belongings and stuff. They taking all that, bagging it and stuff like that. Boom, and you go sit in this little holding cell until they call you. Sitting there, you probably gonna be sitting in there forever, and they gonna sometimes maybe give you this little punk ass little bag lunch with some red juice that'll stain the concrete floor. I wouldn't even drink that shit, never have. You know, you get your cold cut sandwich, maybe a fruit or something, but that's maybe. They'll probably give you that while you waiting. So boom, that you in there waiting, the lady calls you, you go up to the window. They're gonna ask you like, are you suicidal? Do you have any medical conditions? You take any medications? You in a gang? Blah blah blah, all that. Then boom, sit back down. You wait. Everything is just hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. That's the whole shit. So then boom, you sit back down, wait to be called again. Once you get called again, you gonna go straight down there to where they take your photo, and they gonna put your wristband on, and they fingerprint you and make you take your picture. You're gonna do the forward, you're gonna do the side. They're gonna take pictures of all your tattoos And then if you take that wristband off, they say they could charge you with escape if you don't have your wristband on. I don't know how true that is or if that's valid, if they could do that, but that's what they always say. So probably don't want to take that shit off. If you ever take it off or whatever or lose it, they'll charge you for another one. They'll hit your account, so it'll just be like your account will be negative $12 for the wristband. So then boom, once you booked in and you fingerprinted and all that, sit back down, wait. Somebody gonna come bring you some linen and stuff when they ready for you. They gonna put you in the tanks. You gonna be in the tanks. It's like bullpens, little ass rooms. And they got one that's the infamous R9. If y'all don't know what R9 is, it's a big cell. It probably housed like 50 people, but it seemed like they be stuffing 100. Everybody just be cramped up. It be dudes sleeping all under the toilet stalls, all around all on the piss, all on the right next to the toilet. The thing is, you trying to get up off the floor. Feel me? Like everybody trying to be on the slab, so you gotta finesse that spot on the slab. You feel me? You don't want to be sleeping on the floor. You feel me? You all bunched up with everybody or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get up on that slab, really be laid on the slab, chilling on the phone. Like, it's right there. So you really want to be on that slab if you in R9. Everybody just bunched in. You got all these people with these different mixed emotions. People mad about their cases. People hungry. People irritated. People stink. People withdrawing. People having seizures. People fighting and shit. Like, everything is going down in this bitch. You get showers whenever they come get you for them. Everybody don't shower. Some dudes stay asleep and don't shower. So you probably be in the tanks anyway for about like 3 days. On the low end, that's good. You'll go see classification, and then they're gonna screen you based on your crimes. Are they violent? Are you a violent person? It's levels, like security levels. Blue is the lowest, gray is like medium high, and then orange is like high. You're gonna get classified. They're gonna ask you a bunch of questions. Are you in the gang? All this shit. And then sometime after that, once you classify, eventually they'll come get you, and then you'll either go to the pods or to the 10-mans upstairs, or like you could be a trustee. I usually always just did 10-man. 10-man cell, 10-man thugging. I like to do the 10-mans because the police only come around and do a round every 45 minutes. It's just less contact with the police. You know, they out your way, you out their way. They got a shower in there. You can shower whenever you want, anytime of the day. Versus like when you in a pod setting, they're always, you know, all right, everybody lock down, go in your cell, lock down, get off the phone. It's always just, don't touch that TV, sit down, y'all sit down, quiet your voice. But if you in a 10-man, it's a rock, you feel me? So it's like they open the door to the rock, and it's 3 10-man cells in there, and then 1 TV in front of each cell. And you know, you chilling, you out their way, they not messing with you or nothing, you feel me? Like, so that's why I like the 10-mans. But don't get it confused, jail ain't the place to be. I never enjoyed any of the times I was in there locked up, but yeah, if I was in there and I had to pick the way I do my time, it would definitely have to be the 10-man, you know what I'm saying? I get to the 10-mans eventually, so boom, get upstairs to that 10-man, they give you a new bedroll, make your bed up, boom, put your sheets and stuff, hit that shower, get your hygiene together, boom. Then after that, you vibing, getting to know people, reading people, filling everybody out, all the people in your cell and stuff. Usually, you know, the dudes are, you know, everybody doing the same thing, scoping you out, filling you out too, seeing what you on, you know what I'm saying? They don't know what you in there for, you don't know what they in there for, you feel me? So everybody scoping each other out. Dudes gonna be asking you, you know, what's up, where you from, what you in here for? Like, you know, you gonna get them type of questions. You wanna put your store list in, you know, you ask them where the store sheets at. They got some on deck somewhere, boom, they gonna give you one. You fill that boy out, put your order in. Whenever the next store cycle is, you'll fall in line and you'll get that, you feel me? So from there, yeah, you just fighting your case, chilling. You know, it's boring. Jail is boring, prison is boring. You in there just chilling, fighting your case, eating a bunch of gas station food. That's all that shit is, gas station food. Some of the dudes, you know, you end up building with, bonding with, these dudes be solid dudes, cool dudes. Some dudes, you know, you might not care for, whatever. That's just part of jail. You in there mixed in with all different kind of people from all different places, different crimes, all that. So circuit court, my judge ended up being Judge Bowman, the bow tie killer. I always heard about this dude, and he had like that reputation, like he don't play, he don't fuck around, you feel me? So I get him. I'm like sheesh, I'm at circuit court now and I got dog. Like, it's ugly. Bowman, my first couple interactions before I went on the run to Puerto Rico and stuff, it's hard to read, just firm, quiet, just reading what's in front of him and stuff, and just court stuff, you feel me? He only focused on that. So it was just hard to figure him out. He was a bald head black dude. He had these glasses. They was like oval glasses like these, but like the oval was smaller. And then he always wore a bow tie. Bow tie killer. When I catch the case, I'm a fugitive. They catch me, I bond out. I'm in front of Bowman fighting the case or whatever. I slide out of his courtroom. Like, so that's like a slap in the face to him, you feel me? I'm on a run, fugitive, boom, shoot to Puerto Rico. Now I'm back in front of him. You know, they catch up with me. So now it's sentencing time again. When I get back in front of the judge, I already was fighting the case, you know, went through a couple process. So I was already seeing him a couple times, going in front of him a couple times. So I get apprehended and I get brought back to Michigan. So boom, now I'm back in Michigan. So I'm back in front of the judge. There's nothing else left to do except for sentencing. So I'm back in front of the judge. He about to sentence me. And I'm knowing this. So I prepared this little speech. I prepared this little nice little letter, this little shit I could read to him at court at sentencing to try to, you know, my one last shot to try to persuade him to not send me to prison and just give me some county time, like a year in county or something. But mind you, I already done spit in his face for real when I just slid up out of his courtroom and dipped out and then was a fugitive all over again and you know, shot out of town or whatever. So, you know, he probably not trying to hear none of that shit. So boom, I write some shit, I cook some shit up, man. This shit, nice long lengthy letter. Sentencing comes. My turn, you know, you got anything to say before I sentence you? Hell yeah, read that shit. I'm giving you bars, bro. I'm telling him how I'm doing all this positive shit. I'm making music, it's gaining popularity. I got my LLC, I got this, I got that going on. I'm hitting him with bars, just trying to stay out of prison. Once I was done reading that letter, he didn't even give me no type of facial expression, no type of, any type of expression. It was just 2 years MDLC, done, like that quick. We get back to the like where all the inmates, you know, waiting to go to court and shit, back in the cell, the holding cell. And all the guys I went in there with, you know what I'm saying, that I came back with, they like, man, it's like, I don't know how he wasn't feeling that. Like, you gave him bars. Like, nigga, I was even feeling it. Like, they telling me like, man, I thought you was even finna get off, you feel me? He was not feeling that shit at all. Hit me with that 2-piece MDOC. So boom. So now I'm sentenced to 2 years MDOC in prison, 2 to 20. That's my tail. So like, if I do 2 years and they let me parole in 2 years, and then I mess up on parole, they can hold me. Like, if I don't get it together and I keep messing up and I do what I'm supposed to do, all the way up till the 20-year mark, that's when they can be done with me in 20 years. You feel me? So boom, I'm sentenced 2 to 20 MDOC, Michigan Department of Corrections. I still had to hang around in OCJ because I had other pending cases that was like not as serious as the one that sent me to prison, and I just still had to deal with all that stuff before I rode out to prison. So I was dealing with that stuff, got it all situated, got it out the way. They ran that concurrent with the 2 years I was already doing. After that, I'm sentenced. By then, I done made a couple homeboys out of the dudes in my cell. They from the Yak too. They was cool, 100 dudes, and we'll be in there vibing. We'll be in there eating big cook-ups, making big cook-ups together. Big store, they hot food, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We was in there eating good, and then blessing the ones in the cell that ain't really had much to eat. So boom, I'm in the jail cell before I'm about to ride out to prison. You know, I'm asking questions and stuff to the homeboys in there that already been there, done that, you know. So then one of my homeboys, he like, bro, you Latino. When you get there, the Latinos gonna blow down on you. They gonna see what's up with you, see what you is, you know what I'm saying? What if you claim some shit, you feel me? And they gonna try to recruit you. I'm like, what? Like, man, I ain't going for that. It was funny, and that's one of the things that was sticking with me. But I already kind of knew, like, it's a lot of politics in prison. So, like, you know, I just knew, like, it's a lot of that. I knew I would have to deal with that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it was just funny. It stuck with me when he told me that. And then I'm gonna tell you why it's funny and it stuck with me, though. Waiting to ride out or whatever. And you gonna know when you ride out to prison when your phone turn off, when you can't make calls no more. Because when you in a 10-man and you make a phone call, you gotta put your PIN number in, and you know, your inmate number, your PIN number, some shit. You gotta put some certain numbers in or whatever, and then you could get through and dial whatever numbers or whatever. And if that shit don't work no more, it's like, if it don't work no more, when it tell you that it don't work just randomly one night and it stop working, that's how you know, like, you finna ride out, because they shut your phone off as a security measure. So like, you can't, because if they tell you about to ride out, then like, it's a security risk. Cause you could go tell somebody like, oh, I'm about to ride out tonight, nigga, go follow the van and do this, or you know what I'm saying, like some stupid shit. So it's a security measure that they take, that they'll cut your phone off, so you can't be, you know what I'm saying. So they cut my phone off. That's how I knew. So I'm telling them like, bro, I'm riding out tonight, you feel me, I'm out. They shut my phone off. So we make big cook up. We all eat together one last time. We eat good, chill at the table, whatever. We chopping it up, all that. I'm giving away my stuff, all my extra stuff. I'm breaking everybody off in the cell, breaking it up, splitting it up, giving everybody everything, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't take nothing when you go to prison, except like your legal papers. I have my mans put me through on his phone or whatever, so boom, we punching shit in. I call my number or whatever, I call my people, and I'm letting them know like I'm about to ride out tonight, so they can know to like put the money on the books for the prison stuff, so when I get there, everything, and I can start getting what I need, and I can start gelling as soon as possible, you feel me? Late night, sure enough, they come get me, you know. Yo, such and such, pack your shit, you riding out. That's what they tell you. So boom, pack my shit, dapping everybody up. All right, brody, woo woo, exchanging info, all that shit, woo woo. So then boom, they come get me, boom. They take me downstairs. They dress me out into candy cane color, you know, the stripes. Dress me out into them. They take me to the infirmary in the back with a handful of other guys that's about to ride out to the prison. Everybody else is in the little candy cane jumpsuits. We gotta sit in this little tri-phase infirmary cell until the morning, until they come get us and transport us. And then so we stayed up most of the night just waiting, talking, whatever. I wasn't too talkative, you know, I don't really know guys, so like I ain't really gonna be too talkative if I don't know you. And but I'm just listening, you know, I'm there, I'm just listening to what they, you know, listening to them, whatever. We just waiting. Everybody pretty much stay up all night till like the last couple hours. Everybody kind of doze off and just try to get a little rest real quick, but you know that shit short lived. As soon as you start dozing off or whatever, boom, that's when you hear the keys all loud coming, unlocking the door, and they, you know, it's time to go. And they shackle you up and all that. They give you know, they give the people your files, your info or whatever, and then they hand you over to the transport for the prison. Then they take you in a little van. So I get in the van and that's it. Just, you know, just the ride right here, you know, it's that time now, you know. So boom, we go to Jackson. You gotta go to quarantine first. When you go to prison in Michigan, you have to go to Jackson first. Jackson quarantine. We shoot to Jackson. All kind of farmland, all kind of shit, like just all along the way. And then we finally get there. And I swear it's like Shawshank Redemption. If you ever seen Shawshank Redemption, is like that. Old prison is like the bars, like even in the inside the cells, and just the way the bars and the tiers are. It's like Shawshank Redemption or like Blood In, Blood Out type. And then at this point, a lot of the, I guess, like excitement, or like not excitement, but the anxiousness or whatever you want to call it. It's your first time. It's like your first day of school. It's my first time in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like this it. I hear about it all the time. I always heard about it. But it's my turn to experience it now, you know. We pull up to quarantine. Boom. We like one of the first vans there. And I'm wondering too, like why they got us just sit. They ain't even opening the gate. They not coming. They not acknowledging us, nothing. So I'm wondering like what the fuck is going on, you know? Like why they ain't letting us in? And it's cold outside too. It's like almost like wintertime type, you know what I'm saying? October-ish type, you know. You start looking behind us, you start seeing all these other vans pulling up. And we Oakland County van. You start seeing Wayne County pull up, Genesee County, just all these different county vans pulling up. And it's everybody that's coming to prison today. So boom, they start unloading the vans. Boop, van at a time. Boop, start taking you in. You go into cells, you know, they pile a bunch of you in a cell. Not even just the van you in, like other van people too, piling a bunch of y'all in the cell. Then once they got everybody situated, everybody in the cells and stuff, probably give you a rundown real quick, everything that's going on. You know, if you're not knowing what's going on, they give you a rundown of what's going on. You strip butt ass naked in front of everybody. Everybody got to strip butt ass naked in front of everybody. Take your suit off that you came in. They gonna take that back. The transport takes that back to the jail or whatever, you feel me? Because that's the jail's property, that's the jail suit. So they're gonna take that back in a big bag or whatever. Everybody stripped down, butt ass naked, squat, cough, all that, lift your balls, all that. Then they're gonna dress you up in the prison jumpsuits. And then from there, they're gonna give you a bag with food, like a sandwich, a fruit, and a drink type thing. Another just hurry up and wait, a whole bunch of hurry up and wait all over again. They're gonna call you out one at a time. You're gonna take your mug shot. They're gonna take pictures of all your tattoos. They're gonna ask you, are you in the gang? They're gonna look at your tattoos, all that, and verify and see if it's any gang tattoos, whatever. And then you'll go from there. Once they call you, you'll go to get like your your bed linen and stuff, your bedroll. You're gonna get your bedroll. You're gonna get your coat. You're gonna get your winter hat. You're gonna get your shoes. You're gonna get your shower shoes. You're gonna get a toothbrush. You're gonna get the pamphlet with the rules and the rundown of everything, and they're gonna give it to you in like a laundry bag. They'll give you a marker and you gotta write your your lock info on there. So yeah, you're gonna have all your stuff in there, your 2 uniforms that they issue you, state uniforms. I think they issue you like a couple under t-shirts, some socks, some underwears and stuff. Then from there, you're gonna go to the housing units. You're gonna take it to your cell. You're gonna shut the door behind you, and that's it. You're doing your time in this little ass cell. They have 2-man cells. I had a single-man cell, so that was like a good thing. I didn't have to have like a roommate while I was in quarantine. And once I'm in there, you make your bed. I'm just peeping the scene after that. I'm just listening to what's going on. I'm in the bars. I'm here. I'm in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's knock this time down. Quarantine, you don't get on the phone much. Don't check the JPay much. You gotta like sign up for it, and then like once a week or some shit like that, they'll come through and grab you out. If you signed up for it, you can come make your call or check your JPay real quick and whatever. You don't get food stored in there. You only get hygiene stored in there. You can't order no commissary in there. It's just a bunch of whack dead time, bro. Ain't really too much going on in that bitch, you feel me? You getting weed, and some dudes might got some tobacco. There's a lot of tobacco, it's a little something. Dudes doing their little 1-2 whatever. But I think quarantine was like the most worst jailing. Quarantine, everybody thinks that quarantine is horrible. Quarantine is horrible. But so basically what quarantine is that's your first stop before you go to your housing prison where you going. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go to quarantine. You're gonna go through all them steps. They're gonna make sure you just sterile. They're gonna STD test you. They're gonna make sure you don't want to harm nobody else or yourself. They're gonna ask you a bunch of just a bunch of questions, evaluate you, give you like a dental checkup, clean your teeth, check you for cavities, all that stuff. You're gonna be seen by a doctor, eye exam. You're gonna get the whole work. Then usually I didn't really hear of too many people being there longer than like 3 or 4 weeks, you feel me? Some people even left way sooner than that. I left after like 3 weeks. I was in quarantine for like 3 weeks. That shit was terrible. How they wake you up for quarantine, they got this big metal bar. The CO's got this big metal bar. It's all concrete and steel like bars that you looking through and that you locked in with, and you know what I'm saying? So in the morning time, when it's time for the wake up for like chow and stuff, in the morning, they're gonna wake you up early as hell. They got this stick. In each tier, they do the same thing. So boom, they'll start with the first tier on the bottom. They go up second, third, fourth. It's only 4 tiers. I was on the 3rd, and I don't like heights, so like I was terrified of it. It took me a minute to like work up the courage to go stand and look over it. So they got this metal bar, this big metal bar. And then when they get up to your tier to let everybody out, wake you up for child, you gotta catch your door. If you don't catch it when it locks, you're gonna be locked in, you feel me? So when they unlock the doors, you gotta go and catch it. You gotta open it, you feel me? And then like you can finish getting dressed if you're not ready yet, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta get up and go catch it, because if you don't catch it and then lock again, then you just locked in. You ain't gonna be able to go to breakfast. You locked in. Boom, when they get to your tier, they're gonna take that stick, hit it on the concrete wall. Boom, 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 boom. Loud as hell, loud as hell. Loud as hell. It'll wake you up, it'll annoy you. It's so loud. Steel bar hitting concrete wall. Boom. They do that like 4 or 5 times. Then they open they pop it, you feel me? You gotta catch it. Boom. So then after that, everybody shooting out. Everybody on your tier, you just see running past your cell. Just, you know what I'm saying? Heading out, going to child. Boom, you go to child. And then you come back. You go to your cell, you close yourself in, and that's it. And you wait till whatever else there is in there to look forward to. Mail, the next child, a yard, a phone call if you got one scheduled, your JPay stuff if you got it scheduled. Like, you just gotta spread it out. It's the small things that you gotta look forward to in there to be able to just get through, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, Thursday, I'm about to be able to get on the phone, make a phone call, talk to somebody, you feel me? So I can't wait till Thursday, you feel me? All right, after Thursday, what else can I look forward to? Then, so like, you hear all these stories about prison, you feel me? You hear all like, oh, you can get raped and gangs and all this stuff going on in prison, right? They do like an orientation before you leave quarantine, and they play this video for you, the infamous prison candy bar. So I heard about this before I watched the video. I heard a lot about this. Now they say if you go to prison and it's a candy bar on your bed, you go in your cell and it's a candy bar on your bed, don't eat it. That's what they say. Don't eat it, because if you eat it, that's somebody's way of like getting a sexual favor from you or something, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you eat that candy bar, now you locked in with that person, like you're theirs now type, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So there's a whole movie they got about this. They play you this video, and then there's this guy, he's new to prison, he's a fresh fish, he goes in his cell and there's a candy bar on his bed, and then like he takes it back out there and like puts it on the table in the day room, and he just kind of announces it like, hey, here's your candy bar back, I'm not interested type. So it's hilarious, it's funny as hell. They play you this video, basically just like, if you see it or if it happens to you, like just report it type. This is basically all this movie's about. Prison Rape Elimination Act. This is all this movie's about pretty much. But just the candy bar story and the whole, like, it's hilarious. Make you sit through that and watch that. And a lot of times, a lot of guys is like excited to see it because you hear so much about it, and it's just, there's so many jokes going around about it, and it's just funny as hell. You hear all these jokes about it, so you know, like a lot of guys is like, bro, like I gotta see this movie, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that's missing is the popcorn. Like, everybody's in here watching this shit, dying laughing. And for some of the guys that been there already, you know, like, or even some guys that haven't been there, you know that it just don't go down like that anymore all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, from what I seen, I mean, I only was in one, but I feel like a lot of times, if it's anything going on sexually in prison between inmates, it's usually, as far as like what I seen where I was at, and from what I heard and stuff, and other about, you know, other facilities and stuff, it's willingness. If that stuff is going on, it's because the participants are both willing, you feel me? Like, nobody's being taken, you feel me? When you're done with the process, you just waiting the whole time. You're going through all these steps, and then you just waiting to ride out and go to your assigned prison. And then there's different reputations for each prison, you know what I'm saying? Like, this prison might got hella young dudes that's real gang banged out and a whole bunch of fighting and stabbing, and you feel me? Like, shit like that. Or this prison probably a little more chill and relaxed, and the police don't mess with you, and it's just laid back, and everybody ain't on no BS, and you feel me? So different guys is like, oh, I want to go here. I hope I go to this prison, man. Like, I don't want to go to this one, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of that. And then so my first time drinking Spud juice, I'm in quarantine. I bump into one of the homeboys from the neighborhood. He lived right on the next street over, right from the next street over. You feel me? Shout out Weeds, man. I was in there with him. So he work in the kitchen. I bump into him and stuff. Oh, we get the vibe and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He been there a minute. He working in the kitchen, moving and grooving. So you know what I'm saying? I'm new to this shit. So I'm just asking him how this shit going, how long he think till I ride out, and you know, just all, you know, I'm just trying to get some more info. So he putting me hip to everything and how everything going. He blessing me with stuff, envelopes, soap. He working in the kitchen, so he fucking bringing back bags of vanilla wafers. I'm in there with like 3-4 ounces of Kool-Aid. No, I'm exaggerating. Probably like 1 or 2 for real. But I'm in there with big bags of Kool-Aid, powdered Kool-Aid and stuff, so I can just get water out my little sink, boop, right out the sink, fill my little cup up, and I could just pour the sugar in there, you feel me? But I was having to steal the cup. I was bringing the cup back from the child hall, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't give you nothing. You can't get nothing like that in there yet. So you either gotta like save a milk carton from lunch or something and wash it out and use that as a cup, you know what I'm saying, on a daily to sip water and stuff. Or I mean, other inmates might have some shit a real cup floating around. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Dudes just be having shit, but a lot of times you either gonna have to use the milk carton or you gonna have to steal the cup and bring it back from the child hall. So boom, that's what I did. I had like a cup or something, and I had a whole bunch of Kool-Aid powder, and that's how I was doing that. I just fill up the cup, hit it, you know, hit the Kool-Aid in there. Ooh, so I'm in there with the Kool-Aid, you know, and I'm blessing dudes on my tier and stuff that I'm getting cool with, and you know, just moving and grooving with. I'm blessing these dudes, and man, they thinking I was from like Southwest Detroit at first, just cause I'm Latino with a bunch of tattoos and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, they like us, that's what they start calling me at first, like Southwest. Like, I don't know why they just assumed that and just started. But I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't even from the city. So boom, I'm blessing them and shit, you feel me? We all eating good and shit, all that. My first time drinking Spud juice Weeds pull up on me after his shift. He had like a big water bottle of it, full. It wasn't like a regular size water bottle. It was a little taller, you know. He like, hurry up, bring me your cup. Boom, he loaded me up before the police come or whatever, make their rounds or whatever, because they just be randomly moving around. Man, I was sipping that shit that night, and man, like, the room was just spinning. I was so pilled, like, I was pilled. And then at that time, like, I don't think I drank in a while, you know what I'm saying? So that shit just had me pilled. I was just laid out on the bed, just room was spinning. I ain't really like it, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I was just in there and just in prison, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just too drunk. I don't know. I mean, it was straight. It tasted, I don't know, whatever. It's different kinds of spud too, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't my thing, you know? I wasn't tripping off that. But I appreciate you blessing me with all that, you know what I'm saying? The spud and all the snacks, 100. Then it's time to ride out. They tell you the night before, like late, like when the midnight shift come. And like as the police come, you'll hear dudes all, hey, CO, you got the ride out list yet? You know who riding out? Woo woo. And then, you know, when they get it, you know, they'd come back through and let dudes know. So boom, they come through. Such and such, pack your shit, riding out in the morning. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ready to move on to the next, you know what I'm saying? The next part of the journey, ready to get up out of the quarantine. This shit horrible. Boom, I end up going to ARF. At this time though, I'm not knowing the prisons by the abbreviation, you feel me? So they telling me ARF. I don't know what that is, you feel me? So I gotta wait till I bump into some dudes when they let me out in the morning and stuff. Then I could, hey, what's this? You know what I'm saying? I figured it out in the morning. They come get me in the morning time. Boom, you gotta strip, bunch of search, pat down, strip, squat, cough, spread your cheeks, all that before you dip. That's what come with it. Everybody ready, boom, we leave out, load up in the van. When we left quarantine, we did a pickup and a drop off. The same time we dropped somebody off at Jackson, we was picking somebody up from Jackson, and they was going to Adrian as well. So this dude gets on the van, and he's coming from like Cotton, I believe. Cotton is like well known for like young dudes, reckless, gangs, knife, stabbing. He gets on the van and he got 2 black eyes. He get on with the 2 black eyes. Everybody like, damn, what's wrong with you? What happened? Woo, woo. He telling them what happened. Something with some sissies. Something with some sissies in there. I don't know what he did. I don't know that shit. I don't know like what you could have got mixed up in with some, you know, with some sissies, but I don't know. He gets on with the black eyes. We get to Adrian, they drop us all off. They hand our files and us over to the Adrian COs. But in the mix of all this, they talking and woo whoop, everybody getting off and stuff like that. So they not really like looking at everybody, examining everybody as they're getting off, you know what I'm saying? So when they finally do their little like attendance roll call, make sure everybody's there and just see who's who, and when they finally examine and just whatever, these transport officers already pulled off. So now they attention on us and they looking at all of us and calling names and boom. So then they call the white boy. He raised his hand here, whatever. They see the 2 black eyes like, yo, what the hell happened to you? Like, who was you sitting next to on the van? Man, who you think this nigga who you think he was sitting next to? Me, of course, you feel me? Like, of course, just my luck. It's just my luck. First day at my housing prison, sitting next to Doggy, he got these black eyes. So now they come up, you know, once they ask him, like, who you was sitting next to? So I'm like, me. Now they looking at me and stuff. They got the fucking flashlight out. It's broad daylight. They looking all at my knuckles and stuff to see if it's like bloody or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They looking all at my knuckles, all that. They asking me questions and stuff. They took me to the hole. They put me in the hole for this shit. So I'm in the hole now. They put me in the hole for that shit. They sorted out whatever. They asked dude, probably verified like, nah, you know, I had this already, you feel me? I got on with this. You got all these guys locked up in a hole, so now they're all asking me questions and stuff. And I remember this one guy, he had to be like Middle Eastern or like Chaldean or something, I don't know what the hell, but he just had this funny accent. He was just like, what are you in here for, buddy? Just asking me a bunch of questions, and I'm telling him, and he's like, man, everybody just jumped up like, what? Like, bro, you in here for what? Like, hell no, they can't do that. Like, woo woo. I'm like, bro, like, I didn't do that. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all saying they can't do it, they doing it. You feel me? Like, I'm thinking like, bro, they about to charge me with this. They about to charge me because dog got 2 black eyes. And I was sitting next to him. They about to charge me with this. But so they ended up sorting it out though. And then they let me out or whatever, and then finished the little intake process or whatever. For real, it was just a whole bunch of hurry up and wait. You just waiting, doing a whole nother process at a different facility. Then finally, when it's time to go in your housing unit, they're gonna give you your assigned housing unit, like where you gotta go, and they're gonna give you a bedroll, and they're gonna send you on your way. And you're gonna go to your housing unit. When you first walk in, it's gonna be a desk with 2 officers, your assigned housing officer, like the housing unit officers that are assigned to that unit, they're gonna usually be sitting at that desk right there, and you gotta report to them, and then they're gonna tell you like where your bunk at and stuff. Where I was at is like pole barn setting, so on the yard, on the compound, it's a level 2 and higher levels on the other side of the fence over there, but they keep the levels like separated, you feel me? Like you can't mix and mingle with the other levels because like security, you know what I'm saying? Some of the level 2s and the level 4s and stuff like that are there for like life and stuff, so you know what I'm saying? Like obviously you can't be mixed in with them guys. So it's like a pole barn setting. It's 2 hallways, 2 bathrooms. If you're in the front hallway, you use the front hall bathroom. If you're in the back hallway, back hall bathroom. There's a day room in there. All the windows is like see-through glass type stuff, you feel me? Like a hard, like probably not bulletproof, but it look and feel kind of like it type, you know what I'm saying? It's a real heavy duty sturdy glass, you know. They're gonna make it thick obviously so an inmate can't break it and use it as a weapon, or, you know what I'm saying? So just imagine something like that. So maybe like a thick plexiglass, maybe that's what it is, I don't know, but it's all see-through, so when they doing their rounds they can look in the windows and see everything, all, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just all opened up plexi, big sturdy plexiglass type shit, you feel me? So they got a small TV room. It's a quiet room. Dudes in there reading or just watching the show or whatever. It's like more quiet, you feel me? And like you ain't supposed to talk in there and stuff. Like people just tuned in watching shit or reading. The bigger one, that's where you go talk loud, play cards, everybody loud, sports, all that shit, you feel me? Like that's where it's going on at. And yeah, and then that's how it's going. And that's how I did my 2 years. I didn't ride out to any other facility. That's where I did my 2 years. And it was smooth jailing. You know, you had your politics, you had everything that a prison to have, you feel me? The politics, the drugs, the, you know, like it's all there, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, I get there and it's funny because so I remember I told y'all in the beginning that my homeboy told me like, no, you're Latino and they're gonna blow down on you and try to recruit you. And it's funny, and I told y'all it's funny. It was funny to me and it stuck with me. I told y'all that because so I'm there. This is like my second, third day. I'm in the day room. I don't know nobody. It's just me solo. I'm chilling, doing my thing, watching TV or whatever. Just watching, feeling everything out. Then I peep it. Out the corner of my eye, I peep it. Some dudes hit the block, feel me, in the hallway, but I can see them through the glass or whatever. And I see it. I peeped the whole play. I knew they was rotating just because how they was moving and they always was together and just, I just knew, you feel me? I knew that they was all Latinos and stuff, so I just knew, you feel me? It just wasn't hard to tell. I seen when he been the block, like you can see all through the windows and stuff, in and out. So like boom, we kind of make an eye contact. I just kind of, you know what I'm saying, like I don't want to make the eye contact because when you make the eye contact then it's like it spark conversation, you feel me? So like a lot of times I'll be trying to like catch the eyes and it's like damn, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? So he hit the block, I peep it, but I act like I don't peep it, but I peep it. He walking past, he looking and stuff, and he a hard double take real quick, like, you know what I'm saying? Slide up in there, and it's like these benches, like, you feel me? Like these kind of long benches. It's a couple rows of them, and so I was in one of the back rows, chilling. Slid down next to me and stuff, like, he, you know, got his arms on the bench and stuff, on the back of the bench, and he's sitting next to me and stuff, and he, like, what's up, bro? You Latino? Where you from? Woo woo. He feeling me out. You know? That was the recruitment, you feel me? That was the recruitment right there, and I'm thinking in my head, like, I think in my head like this it right here. This what he was talking about. This the recruitment right here, you feel me? It was just funny to me and it stuck with me though, and that's why, because when this happened, it just burned in my memory. I'm like, bro, this is what he was talking about, right? It's just funny that it really happened. And he was just filling me out. He was just seeing you know, what I was on, you know what I'm saying, where I was from, if I was affiliated, you feel me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they was definitely trying to recruit me. And I just never been like, I'm not a follower, you feel me? I'm not a follower, I'm a leader, you feel me? I lead, never follow. Even in prison, you feel me? I'm not about to go in here. I don't care what the conditions of the prison. I don't care what politics. I'm not about to run up under nobody for protection or for, you feel me? Like, just because I'm in an environment where I don't know nobody. Like, none of that, you feel me? Like, wait, I'm not doing that. It's all cool, and dog wasn't tripping either. Like, nah, bro, I'm chilling. I ain't on none of that, you feel me? And that's how you gotta be, because, like, bro, you don't be knowing some of these dudes. They might just be running up under some people. They might just be crash dummies, you feel me? Not saying dude was, but I'm just saying, like, you never know who. in prison, anybody can be anybody, bro. You feel me? Like, so you gotta really be like on it. And you gotta run people plates, you feel me? And running somebody plate mean you get that inmate number, you call home, and you have somebody look up there, you know, because you can look anybody up right there on the website. It'll tell you all that, what they're in there for, you know. So you running their plate, that's how you know, like, all right, at least he ain't in here for no bogus stuff, you know. He ain't in here for messing with no underage kids, or, you know, just no weird stuff. And then from there you can kind of just rule that out, and then, you know, filter it out from there. So it was just funny because that was the recruitment, and I just was myself, bro. I was myself. I didn't follow. I wasn't a follower. I wasn't a crash dummy. Never been a crash dummy or a follower. I've been like that in the world. So when I went to prison, I took that there and applied that there. That's me, you feel me? So when I got there, that's what I was standing on, you feel me? And in the long run, I didn't have to be affiliated with nobody like that on the gang tip, because all the people that matter, I ended up being cool with anyway. Them people ended up having love for me and rocking with me hard anyway, you feel me? Like, I'm at all these dude cook-ups and stuff like that. They, you know what I'm saying? Some of the hardest top gangbanger dudes or whatever, you know, killers, they coming to me. What's up, Sav? You trying to get down on the cook-up, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they you know, like, dudes fucking with me. I'm not making it like it's a popularity thing. I'm just saying I was able to be myself and still be accepted by everybody that mattered. All the toughest gang bangers, the killers, the dealers, whoever. I was still able to gain respect just from being myself, you know what I'm saying? And just moving how I move and not being a crash test dummy or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? So prison is one of them things, man. You just gotta mind your business, bro. Just do your time. Mind your business, do your time. Do your time, you'll be fine. There's all kind of stuff going on in the yard, you know. Everybody, you know, transactions going on, whether it be illegal, store goods, drugs, tobacco, spud juice. Like, a lot of times, whatever you can get in the streets, you can get it in prison. It's all going down. Tension on the yard. When there's tension on the yard, you better pay attention to your surroundings. My first experience with some tension on the yard, I was green. I ain't knowing shit. I ain't peeping what's going on, you feel me? So I step out the unit one time with one of my people. As soon as he walk out, he like, damn, shit, tension out here. You don't peep that? I'm not peeping what's going on though. I'm not seeing it until he actually like pointing it out. Alright, so say some gang politics shit happened or something. Say an altercation happened randomly in the unit or some shit between this person who's from this organization and then this person who's from that organization, and that shit get intense. When the yard open, they done took the shit outside to all their people, you know. The yard open, they can go holler at the rest of their people, and that's in the other units and stuff. Now it's a bigger problem. It's tension now. So now somebody that's from the head over here and somebody from the head over here, and then the two people that's involved in the incident will probably all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a couple people, you know, they'll probably be somewhere talking or whatever the fuck is going on over there. Then it might be some dudes over here at this table, because you gotta remember, you can't be in groups. It's a rule that you only can be in groups of like 5 or something, 4 or 5, something like that. Anything more than that, they're gonna say something to you like, y'all gotta break that up, you know what I'm saying? Split it up. At this table, you might got 4 or 5 guys over here that are from this gang. Then you might got 4 or 5 guys at this other table from that gang too. Guys will be spread out throughout the yard, and it'll be real quiet, like real quiet and attention, like, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to pick up on this and peep it, you feel me? And then, you know, I just had to learn. Over time I learned. So over time I was able to on my own spot and identify these type of situations on my own quick, you feel me? But it definitely took me a minute in the beginning. Like, I was green, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know, my people schooled me.
Free at last, hit the ground running, not to hurt.